Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Mabutseba and I run a blog called josiemommyhood.com. So welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to be talking about what I know about intermittent fasting. So I've been on this journey for literally a year now. So I'm not an expert, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a healthcare worker or a nutritionist in any way. I am only sharing what I have learned from other people as well, and I'll be sharing how I lost the weight that I lost through intermittent fasting. So I'll be doing a series of 5 videos. This one is just going to explain what intermittent fasting is and what options there are. So I don't want the videos to get too long because there is quite a lot of information. But I will also be linking below the people that I learned from. They have a whole YouTube channel just dedicated to intermittent fasting. So once you're done watching this one, then you can just click on the link and yeah, you can learn more from them. Right, so intermittent fasting is eating in intervals. So there's a feeding period and there's a fasting period. During the feeding period, that's when you can eat, and during the fasting period, obviously you cannot eat. So there are kinds or forms, I don't know. The first one, the most popular one, is the 16-8 method. Okay, so there are methods, intermittent fasting methods. The first one is the 16-8. So 16-8 is 16 hours of fasting. That sounds intimidating, but it also includes sleeping time. And if you're getting enough sleep, that means you're sleeping for 8 hours. So that means while you're awake, you're only fasting for about 8, right? And then the other 8 hours is feeding period. So meaning you can have your breakfast, lunch, supper in the 8 hours. So when I did the 16-8 method, what I do is I would have my first meal at 10 a.m. That would be my breakfast, and then I'd have my last meal before 6 p.m. right? So you can see it's still a whole, like it's basically still the whole work day. You can have your breakfast, lunch and supper if you space them out, right? And then the other one is the 24. So this is 20 hours of fasting and 4 hours of feeding. But you know, with these methods, nothing is really prescribed to you, because at some point when I could see that I could wait till 11 a.m., then you know I started eating from 11 and had my last meal before 6, and then just kept it going. At some point I was going at 18:6, so I would fast for 18 hours and feed in the 6 hours. So these methods are just guidelines, I would say. So yes, there's also another one. It's a 5-2 method. So for 5 days you're feeding normally, and then for 2 days you are fasting in that you're having, I think, less than 500 calories a day. So you're fasting for those 2 days. Yes, I think, as you start, it's good to have a guideline so that you can set your times. But as you go on, you'll see that you can set whatever time is suitable for you. And also, it's very important when you're choosing a method to be realistic about, like, your work schedule, knowing if you'll be able to not eat throughout the day even though you're at work, or if it will be better to fast during the night and maybe have your last meal at 12 p.m. I don't know. So when you're choosing a method, you really have to take into consideration a lot of things. But another thing, when during your fasting, there are things that you can drink, and that is water, which I really, really encourage. And you can have black coffee, no sugar, no sweetener, nothing at all. And green tea, plain as well, without anything. But I'm going to make, the second video is going to be what to do during your fasting period. And if you are on a weight loss journey also, what to eat, or what I ate while I was doing intermittent fasting, because you do get very good results, but it doesn't mean that during your feeding period then you go get a McDonald's and KFC and all sorts of fattening foods. So I'm going to be talking about that next. I hope this video was helpful to you, and I do want to answer questions. So if you do have any questions for me that you'd like for me to address in the next coming videos, then please do leave a comment down below, subscribe, click like, and yes, I look forward to the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Mwah.